Hey, what's going on internet? Joshua Noel from Sunduck Film. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. Today we'll be talking about shooting in RAW. So this video is intended for people that are considering buying a camera that has RAW capabilities, or just people that want to compare, shooting RAW video versus compressed video. Some of the benefits of shooting RAW is, one is the dynamic range. You might be able to expose a shot for the sky, and then also, for the shadow information. That's huge when it comes to shooting in RAW, and that's one reason why everybody wants to shoot in RAW. Secondly, there's more detail in shots. Since usually it's a bigger file, you're able to capture more detail inside your shot. So those are really the two big factors for shooting in RAW, and those are really the only two reasons why you would want to shoot in RAW. Is really just to have all the levels, the range of data. So that's huge. But with great power comes great responsibility. There are a few disadvantages of shooting in RAW. One being that you will need to invest in more hard drive space, and that includes media cards and also hard drive space. Depending on how much you shoot, it can all depend, but you will definitely need to invest in hard drive space. You might need a RAID system. It all depends on how much you shoot, but ultimately you will need to spend some more money in hard drive space because RAW is a much bigger file than compressed video. Secondly, definitely the fact that it's harder to work with. I have a video for the workflow that it takes to be able to work with RAW footage, but it's not like you import your footage and then you can edit right away. It's a different process, and it all depends on your computing setup. Behind me I just have a standard iMac that I pulled off the shelf 3 years ago. I haven't had that much spec upgrades or anything like that, but it all depends on your computer setup. I'm able to work with it, even though it does kind of stress me out at times, but it works great. However, it takes about maybe 10 times longer. It can, I would say 4 to 10 times longer depending on the size of the project. So you gotta keep that in mind. It's longer to work with, and computing setup can definitely delay the process. So really all the disadvantages of shooting in RAW comes down to money. How much money are you willing to spend on hard drive space? How much money are you willing to spend on your computing setup? That's stuff that you need to keep in mind before you purchase a camera that shoots in RAW. So not only do you have to pay for that camera, you have to also pay for the hard drive space. So it's a little bit of hidden cost. So do keep that in mind. However, shooting in a compressed format may not be so bad. So I have a comparison video of RAW versus ProRess, and also some DSLR video. So the RAW video and the ProRes video was shot on the Blackmagic Cinema camera, and I do have some shots mixed in with a DSLR. So go ahead and take a look at that. So it's all up to you depending on what formats you want to shoot in. That video is just to show you some examples of compressed video and RAW. But it's ultimately up to you, the creator, to decide what you want to shoot in. Each format's going to give you a different look. Every camera is going to give you a different look. So it's up to you to find a camera, to find a format that's best for you. So guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you've learned something. I hope that you can take something away from this video to help make a decision in what type of creator you want to be. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I'm Joshua Noel from Sunduck Film. Oh yeah, follow me on Instagram. I post behind the scenes pictures and photography, and I would really like to see what you guys are doing. Oh, and subscribe.